Hi, how are you guys? Welcome back to My Life Coach Sandra, the content and coaching platform where we talk about everything anxious mindset, shifting your mindset to a mindset that works for you, overcoming any anxious feelings and anxieties we may be experiencing so we can live a life that completely works for us and just feels so authentic. And yeah, it's filled with good vibes. I hope you're okay. It's been, God, I don't even know how long since our last video. The one that I uploaded, you can always tell it's been a while if my hair changes because I've gone through braids, leave out, a ponytail. I've gone through a bob on this channel, and yeah, the consistency, I don't know where it is. But anyway, we're going to get right into today's video, which is all about exam anxiety. And I know it's exam season for so many people, and some people in different countries and different areas are probably have done their exams or are about to do their exams, and for a lot of people they might not even be able to do their exams based on whatever circumstances. So yeah, we're going to talk about exam anxiety, overcoming any anxious thoughts, and shifting your mindset when it comes to your exams. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe. See you in the next one. Bye. I was looking at my wrong camera bit, so I was like looking at myself and looking at the camera, and it just looked really weird. So if I looked a bit cross-eyed, please don't mind me. Let's just get straight into the video and talk about exam anxiety. Now, it has been a while since I did my exams. I made it all the way to undergrad, and I have a university degree, college degree, whatever you call it, and the exam feeling never got easier for me. And so the first thing I want to say is that I'm actually really proud of whoever's watching this right now that made it as far as they could, or has made it as far to the point that they're about to sit their exams, because a lot of people don't make it that far. A lot of people just, you know what, throw in the towel and say, I just don't want to do it, I just don't feel like doing it. And to each their own. But the fact you made it this far, I'm really proud of you. I feel like Miss Rachel. Hi. I'm joking, I'm not going to do that. But I'm really proud of you. And the fact that you made it that far, great, keep going. That's amazing. I specifically wanted to talk about exam anxiety in today's video because a lot of people think that being anxious or having a lot of anxiety around your exams is super normal because it means that you care. It's okay to be worried about your exams. It's okay to be worried about the outcome, the type of questions you're going to get, what you're going to see, how it's going to go. That's completely normal. It's okay to be worried, but it's not okay to be anxious, and it's not okay for your anxieties to completely get in the way. They're two very different things. So please differentiate that, people, when you say it's okay to be anxious. It's not. It's okay to worry, and it's okay to, you know, have fears and think about things worst case scenario. That's completely normal. This platform is all about understanding how shifting your mindset and the way that you think can really affect your anxious thoughts, your anxious feelings, and get you from a point where you feel completely out of control and you feel as though everything's going to be worst case scenario, and to shift it to think of growth and how situations can support you and help you and not hinder you in any way. And the biggest thing when it comes to our kind of exam anxieties, or being afraid of exams, or just being super anxious around exam season, is our thought process when it comes to exams. A lot of us may think, oh, I'm not good at exams are really hard, exams just weren't made for me. And for a lot of people that might be true, because exams are a standardized way of assessing if you're good at something or not. And there are so many different ways to assess or see if you're talented or you can achieve something in so many ways. Our systems are not built for everyone, they're built for a standard. So understanding that is a great mindset shift, to know that, do you know what, this isn't gonna define my character, it's not gonna define who I am. It's kind of a standardized way of doing things that whatever government put in place, and this is how it goes. So having a mindset that completely detaches you from anything allows you to kind of step back and just assess things and work to your strengths and work to your abilities. So shifting your mindset is so important. And in today's video, we're going to talk about how you can shift your mindset, how you can shift your mindset to not necessarily look forward to your exam, because I don't think anyone ever looks forward to their exams, but to at least not allow your anxieties to get in the way, and to shift your mindset around it. So you don't have to be as anxious, so you don't have to feel as though anxiety's got the better of you, and you don't have to feel as though, oh my God, I need all of these things, I have to do all of these things, this is, my world will end, worst case scenario. No, we're shifting that completely, and we're gonna make this work. And this exam season specifically, and I know For a lot of you, it's probably already started and you're like, shit. Those first few exams didn't go well. They didn't go how I thought they would. They just weren't my vibe. We can shift it. I know a lot of you probably have so many more to go. We can shift it, and we can, you know, create an exam season that completely works for us and shift our exam anxiety. So let's go through some of the tips I have and see if they work for you, and pick and choose what works for you. Remember, creating your mindset shift, creating your anxious girly person toolkit is completely up to you. You don't have to do everything. You can choose one thing, you can choose two things, you can choose it all, or you can do a mix and match, or try things out for a bit, see if they work. If they don't work, shift to the next thing. Tip number one. This is something I didn't do when I was younger, and I knew I should, and I didn't do through a lot of my exams. And the biggest thing anxiety loves is shame, and shaming you to think you're not good at what you do, you're not the best. But like I said before, the exams are a standardized way of doing things, and it doesn't work for everybody. Our minds are so different, and that's why I always tell everyone. So asking for help is the best place to start. I know a lot of people recently, they're able to get separate rooms or accommodations for their exam, or extra time in their exams, or support with writing their exams. So if you ask for help, you're more likely to feel as though, one, I'm not alone in this experience, because you'll most likely find out that there's other people that have asked for help and other people that experience a lot of anxiety around exams, and then you don't feel alone as much. Asking for help always relieves a little bit of the stress, because you're like, there's something out there, I'm not alone, I don't feel as alone. So ask for help. Don't let any anxious mindset or way of thinking keep you silent or keep you fearful. Number two is like, create an exam routine that works for you. It's kind of like a daily routine, but shifting daily routine to exam routine. So you know when your exams are and what your exam timetable is. How do you want to approach your exams? Do you want to approach it by revising each exam, or reminding yourself of the work a week before each exam, or I don't know, having a bedtime routine, having an eating habits routine, shifting your whole space so you know where you're gonna do your revision? Or have you got a routine like, look, these are the days I'm going to go to the library, or these are the days I'm going to study with other people, or these are the days I'm going to take a break? Because it's so important to schedule in breaks. I keep looking over there because I'm like, is this room a mess? But it's fine. I want it to be a little bit more casual, so you're going to see everything to the side of me. But yeah, remember, schedule in breaks. Just because it's exam season does not mean you have to exhaust yourself. An exhausted mind is not a productive mind, and it's so important to keep yourself healthy and hydrated. So are you including water breaks? Are you including your diet? How are you eating? How are you looking after yourself? Are you going on walks? Are you just, what is your routine for your exams? Create a routine that completely works for you. 3, these kind of go hand in hand, so they're kind of 3 and 4, but I've put them together so it's 3. I remember my English literature exam, I think I was in 6th form, I did it as an A-level, and I don't know why I did it to myself, whatever. But I remember I completely failed that exam because I had a panic attack right in the middle of it. I could not find any of my quotes. I couldn't even flip through the book because I was sweating so much. I was just like, my mouth went so dry because I just didn't know how to take care of myself in that moment. And I think once you learn how to take care of your body and your mind in those moments, and how to kind of regulate yourself, that's really helpful. So the 3.1 would be incorporate some breathing techniques, or incorporate a way of regulating yourself, like breathing through it, reminding yourself of who you are. 3.2 would be affirmations. Create some affirmations for yourself to say, look, I'm going to get through this no matter what. There are so many thoughts that run through our heads, and we think, oh God, the worst things sometimes, and it's just not helpful. And sometimes having, someone on your shoulder, even if it's yourself, just cheering you on, being your own biggest cheerleader to say, it's fine, I'm going to do great. Create affirmations that completely work for you. If I get this grade, I'll feel like this. When I get this grade, I'll feel like this. Or even if I don't get this grade, or even if I don't achieve what I thought I could achieve, what are the positives that could come from that? How can I speak to myself? And I always tell people, affirmations are one of my favorite things. There's literally, this is my mirror, and I have affirmations right here that I look at every single day, every morning, because sometimes you have to remind yourself and quiet that really frustrating, anxious, worried, limiting belief voice, and remind yourself, literally look at your physical being and remind yourself of who you really are. because these exams aren't all of you. They're a part of you, they're a part of your journey, but they are not your entire journey. There is such a huge life ahead of you that affirming yourself and telling yourself that you're going to be great, you're doing great things, you are who you are, and that's fine. That's enough. And the fourth one would be for on the day. Now, when it comes, even I'm saying, because I'm remembering my exam season, I'm literally remembering how much I hated every single exam I did and how much I did not look forward to it, no matter, even if I knew the information. I'm just like, there were so many things about exam day that were just so frustrating. And this is why you need to design your exam day. It's so important to design your exam day. So for example, designing your exam day looks like, okay, how do I want to wake up in the morning? And do I want to speak to anyone? Like, my sister has a thing, she just doesn't speak to anyone in the morning. She's just not a morning person. Not everyone is. But whereas some people are really chatty, they want to have a good morning, have a cup of tea, a drink, and just start their morning with good vibes, good music. How do you want to start your morning? It's your day. How do you want to start it? And then when you get to wherever you're doing your exam, how do you want that experience to be? How do you want to set up your space, right? You've got for a lot of people, they've got a desk for their exam. How do you want to set up your desk? How do you want, where do you want to place things? Imagine it now, what is your desk going to look like? Where is your water going to be? Where can you give yourself, little reminders and things, how can you speak to yourself in those moments? How are you going to give yourself those pep talks? That's during the exam. Obviously you can't talk during your exam, so don't obviously say it out loud, but keep a mental note. And if you do get a chance to get spare paper, rewrite your affirmations and put them right in front of you. You're allowed to write things down once you're in the exam. Obviously you can't take things with you, but once you're there, write things down, affirm yourself in that moment. How do you feel and want to be in that exam room or in that exam space? Write to yourself, rewrite your affirmations, create whatever space in your little world that you have. And also, this is my biggest one, know how you want to act or be after your exam. The biggest thing a lot of people have is when you can hear other people talking about the exam and questions, and then you're like, I did not write that, I did not say that. And then you start to believe and really put yourself down and think, oh, they're all right, they all know the answers. And some people come out really happy about their exams and really happy about the test. Some people just come out I'm so glad it's done, I never want to look at that paper again. And some people come out really upset and really anxious and feeling as though, oh my god, I failed that. And you don't even know yet. You don't even know if that paper will be disqualified. You don't know anything. You don't even know if they'll turn around and say, do you know what, everyone passed because we had a technical malfunction. You do not know whatsoever. So how you choose to come out of that exam is up to you. Do you want to come out of it talking to people? Do you want to come out of it quiet and go straight home? Do you want to come out of it and just go straight to listening to music, go straight to doing things you enjoy? Design your day and design your exam day. Design your exam experience. It's yours. We're now at the end of today's video, and I know I said I would mention a little extra story kind of telling you how my exams went and what my exam experience was. So here you go. I've always been an average student. I was always an average student, and I was okay with that because I wasn't looking to be a doctor. I wasn't looking to be whatever it was. I just didn't care. I always just wanted to make sure I passed or got the grade that I wanted. I never really cared about anyone else's grades. But and this kind of goes back to English literature and having that panic attack during the exam and just not knowing where any of my quotes were. I really struggled during all of my A levels and stuff, and not struggled, but obviously I passed some of them and I made it through and I got to all the points. But when it came to certain exams, I just didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know anything in those exams, and I completely panicked because I thought, oh my gosh, I need to go to university. Oh my gosh, these grades, am I in? Whatever. So quick turnaround, I ended up failing one of my biology exams. I did a biology A level and I was absolutely shit. Oh god, I don't even want to talk about it. It was so bad. But anyway, I failed that biology exam, and you know what, I needed to go to university, but I decided to take a year out and just redo my exams. But I ended up redoing them in a different way, and I ended up going to college, which actually I preferred, and I preferred that experience so much more because I got to take a lot of the pressure off. I got to just focus on that. I wasn't there for friends. I wasn't there to kind of have a school experience. I just needed to pass those exams. And funnily enough, I ended up passing and doing everything again, and it all worked out because I ended up going to university and doing biomedical science, which was heavily biology based and based on the human body and the human experience. And the fact that I failed that biology A level, but I still made it to university and got a 2-1, which I'm very proud of, in a biomedical science degree, was insane. So you just never know what your path is, and you never know where you're going to go and how you're going to get there. So please remind yourself that everything is not the end of the world. Whether you do amazingly or whether you do average or just not well, whatever, your path to success is yours. Your path to shifting your mindset and shifting your anxieties is yours. And hopefully this video has helped you understand how you can better look after yourself and better look after your mind. And yeah, so I look forward to hearing how everything went. Leave a comment down below if you're in the middle of your exams, or if you're at the end, or if you've got your results by the time you watch this. Just let me know how it went, because I promise you, life is so long. I am now well past exam season, and I'll probably end up doing more exams in life. Trust me, when you end up doing like job applications and stuff, they give you like tasks and you have to do stuff, so that's like an exam in itself. So things will still come up in life, but once you have those foundations and once you are able to regulate yourself and look after yourself, everything else feels like a breeze. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed today's video. I will see you in the next one. Hopefully it's soon. So yeah, bye.